It's the last Sunday in the month of May. Welcome to Osun in Progress, a weekly program that showcases activities and achievements of Governor Gboyega Oyetola in the state of the virtuous. Last week, our focus was on Osun Health Insurance Scheme. Today, we'll be beaming a searchlight on O Ambulance established on the 4th of February 2013 by the former governor of the state, Rauf Aregbesola, and sustained by the incumbent Gboyega Oyetola. Shortly, we'll be speaking with the general manager of O Ambulance, Dr. Segun Babatunde. My name is Rafiu Hamid. But before then, let's look at the activities of the state government for the week. The week started with the civic engagement program of the state government. This time around, it was held in Osogbo, the state capital. As usual, politicians and lawmakers, including Senator Ajibola Bashiru, leadership of various ethnic groups in the state, as well as members of different informal groups, were in attendance. The senator representing Osun Central Senatorial District, Ajibola Bashiru, commended the governor for organizing the program.
Is one of the programs that I think can assist in addressing the problem of insecurity in Nigeria. There's a need for understanding, there's a need for communal peace and communal togetherness for us to be able to address it. It's not just the issue to be resolved by the government alone. There must be community engagement, there must be understanding, there must be community intelligence, and as one of the leaders of the non-religious community has said, they even register those people that enter into the community anew so that they will be able to know who is who, what are they doing, and what they are responsible. So there must be a robust engagement between the government and the community to be able to address the problem of insecurity. My advice is that this program of engagement with communities should be extended not only to non-indigenous community but to various other groups, artisans, and then for us to have an understanding that there must be collaboration and cooperation between the government and the people, and that's the essence of democracy.
In as much that the governor is embracing all community in the Osun state, they must also live within the ambit of law. They must not transpire against the law. They must try as much as possible to relate with their community in peace, so that we can sustain this peace within the state.
A monthly fireside chat organized by the Office of the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ismail Umipidan, was also held. It's part of government's efforts to carry along youths on the activities of the state government after the NSAS protest. The State Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Professor Olaleka Yunusa, said the government was able to achieve over 95% budget performance last year despite the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. According to him, there is improvement in the system of governance in the state.
Budget 2019, as I speak, our budget process, part of the reforms that we have driven in this particular space, is that all our planning documents are online. All. The one that we sent to the House of Assembly, the way it is online. The one that came out from the House of Assembly, signed by the governor, is online. The budget performance, quarterly budget performance that we do is online. The state development plan that I spoke about is online. All the medium-term sector strategies, which is like a rolling plan, we roll it every year, they are all online. The chart of accounts is online. The budget manual that will tell you the process of our budget preparation is online.
He said government is mindful of youths in its program. On Monday, members of the APC in Ubokunriade Federal Constituency endorsed the governor for another 4-year term. They also called for unity among members of the party ahead of next year's governorship election.
It is unfortunate that with all the giant strides of Mr. Governor in the state, some elements under the guise of the Osun Progressive have made themselves willing tools in the hands of the devil, all with the aims of distracting Mr. Governor from properly managing the Osun economy, which was once crippled. We will use all our arsenals to stand by Governor Oyetola in continuing his good work in Osun beyond 2022.
It's all this impact that the government is doing, running an inclusive governance, having a lot of impact in the area of infrastructures and affecting human life, payment of salary regularly, along with the pension salaries. With that, we resolve in Ijesha North that this governor should be given an opportunity, a second-term opportunity.
Also in Okela, the weekly civic engagement program of the state government took place. It was attended by the Honorable of Okela, Obadedo Kwabolarin, and Akeshi of Ora Igbomina, as well as residents of various communities in the areas.
The government has provided a platform for them to tell us their needs and wants, and this is what we have been doing, and people have come up with their requests in which we will transmit to the government and the governor, and I want to assure them that what they have requested for, because the governor is a governor that is so responsive to the demands of the people.
The government of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola happened to be a listening government because he is a gentleman and has quality to listen to the people. Despite the paucity of funds in the state of Osun, I think the government is trying to attend to the needs of the people.
These familiarizations tour and meetings, at least, can you see there are people here, they have opportunity of expressing their mind, their feelings, what they need, what they have achieved. And I believe this is government. This is what we call government.
On Tuesday, the state governor attended the State Environmental Earth Week and Scientific Conference organized by the Environmental Earth Officers Association of Nigeria, Osun State Chapter. The governor, who was represented by the Commissioner for Environment and Sanitation, Shola Oladepo, explains government's efforts at eradicating open defecation.
I challenge you to continue to be at the vanguard of the campaign against open defecation in the state of Osun by sustaining the feat achieved already in the federal and local government area of the state and replicating same to the local government areas.
On the second day of the technical session of the event, wife of the Osun State Governor, Kafayat Oyetola, delivered a paper on the role of women in ending open defecation in Osun State.
I commend the people of Ifedayo who made us proud in 2019 by being formally certified as open defecation free. Ẹ jẹ́ ká pàtẹ́wọ́ fún Ifedayo. Let women in other local government areas emulate the women in Ifedayo and make our areas open defecation free too. By 2023, Osun should be able to stand proud and meet the target 6.2 of the Sustainable Development Goal.
Open defecation is not only a social system or problem, but also a factor contributing to violence against young girls and women, and that is the area of Mama against this gender violence against women.
Kafayat Oyetola was thereafter presented an award as the Matron, Environmental Earth Officers Association of Nigeria, Osun State Chapter. On Thursday, children in Osun State joined their counterparts across the world to mark this year's Children's Day celebration. The event was attended by the state governor, Gboyega Oyetola, accompanied by his wife and members of his cabinet. Addressing the participants, Governor Gboyega Oyetola emphasized the need for youths and the children to shun cultism and avoid the use of illicit drugs.
For instance, avoid playing with illicit drugs, cultism, and keeping friends that will jeopardize the great future ahead of you. Stay clear of excessive use of the social media, as it is capable of depriving you of your invaluable time. Technology should be an enabler to your pursuit of greatness, not a distraction.
Perpetrators of evil acts against children. Once again, I warned that Osun is a danger zone, as anyone caught would be made to dance naked in full glare.
Same day, Gboyega Oyetola was awarded the Best Performing Governor on Health Intervention for his outstanding performance in the health sector. The award presentation was part of activities marking the press week of the Osun State Information Chapter of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Osun State Council. Secretary to the state government, Prince Wole Oyebamiji, received the award on behalf of the governor.
And without passion, you cannot deliver on any mandate, whether moral or constitutional. So this recognition is just one of the very fields that will come in the days ahead. I congratulate the governor and I congratulate all the planning committee members who put this together.
You have proved that government and journalists are critical partners in governance who can work together without compromising their individual responsibilities and ideals. The prioritization of the health of our people is a first-line component of our development.
Still on Thursday, the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Amaju Pinnick, paid a courtesy call on the state governor. He had come to inspect the sport academy in Iliogbo being built by the chief executive officer of Peculiar Ultimate Construction Company, Adeleke Olanriwaju. Amaju Pinnick applauded the state government for its efforts at keeping youths engaged through sports with a promise to assist the state. He also commended the state government for its efforts on security.
And in one of those villages, like I told you, we're going to be starting what's called the Oni of Ife Gold Cup. It's not only for Osun State. We're going to have teams from the 6 geopolitical zones come here annually. It's going to be an annual event. We need to create activities that will have direct and ancillary benefits to the people of the state, because that's what develops the economy.
I remember when we were young, we used to have all these teams, series of competition among schools, the AA and things like that. It just disappeared. So this is the time to really bring them back and ensure that our youth are seriously engaged.
The wife of the Osun State Governor, Kafayat Oyetola, marked Menstrual Hygiene Day with students of Apara Memorial High School, Kajola, in Atakumosa East Local Government area of the state. She used the opportunity to educate the students on menstrual hygiene management and also distributed sanitary pads to them.
This is a close connection between proper information of management of menstruation and effective performance of the girls in school and in the society. Also, unhygienic handling of menstrual flows in girls could trigger disease which could negatively impact school attendance and performance. We have developed a comprehensive campaign on the need to improve our access to water, sanitation and hygiene in the state of Osun.
On the 4th of February 2013, an agency, Osun Ambulance Service, was established by former Governor Rauf Aregbesola. Interestingly, O Ambulance has been sustained and even improved upon by the incumbent, Gboyega Oyetola. Between then and now, over 40,000 lives have been saved through the services of O Ambulance. The general manager of the service, Dr. Shegun Babatunde, speaks on the motive behind its establishment.
Ambulance was established precisely on the 4th of February 2013 under the administration of the immediate past governor. And it was actually established to take care of 4 mandates. Those 4 mandates revolve around medical emergencies, and it's 1, to reduce carnage along the highways across Osun State and the borders. 2 is to take care of referral services across the 3 layers of the health institution, vis-a-vis primary health care, secondary and tertiary health care, depending on the service required by the patient. Then the third one that is to attend to every medical emergencies around the clock, whether at home, whether somebody become unconscious, any medical emergencies, anywhere, from any nooks and crannies of Osun State. Then the 4th leg is to have a special care for the elderly, especially the less privileged in the society. These are the 4 main mandates of the agency. And to the glory of God and the responsibility on the part of government, the agency has fared wonderfully well in these 4 areas.
The response time of the service is between 3 to 7 minutes in any part of the state, as the service is now well equipped, better than before.
When the agency was created, it was created with 49 ambulances. We have one ambulances per local government and the area office, making 31. Then we have 18 distributed to strategic points across all our highways in the state. So, making 49. And what we do is, we have control rooms that house our emergency call handlers. When there is distress call from the member of the public, it goes straight to the control room. The control room ascertain the location and the type of the emergency dealing with. Then the nearest ambulance to that scene is dispatched to pick up, to attend to the emergency. And at least since I've been here, I can tell you that our response time is between 3 to 7 minutes.
3 to 7
7 minutes, not more than that.
In any part of the state?
Any part of this, no matter how remote the place is, as long as there is road leading to that place. The agency has done tremendously well. It's about the agency that you will say it has immediate and direct impact on the people. It's immediate, it's direct. It's not that somebody is getting the service on behalf of another person. No, it has direct impact on the life of the people. And everybody in Osun State can testify to the fact that ambulance is highly responsive. Till date, we have saved more than 40,000 lives.
40,000 lives?
Yes. In terms of rescue, in terms of road traffic accident victim rescue, in terms of referral services from one layer of hospital to the other across the country, and in terms of attention to emergencies from home and delivery of babies, delivery of pregnant women, babies. We have done that a lot. In the whole of the country, I don't think there is any well-organized emergency services like Osun State has. We have 2 emergency lines. Well, the first one is 070-8060-1212. The second one, 070-8060-1212. The second line is 070-8060-1313. 80601313. Those are the two emergency lines, and it's 24 hours. It's round the clock. The state government funds us for everything we do, and our service is free, completely free.
Dr. Segun Babatunde highlights some of the challenges being faced while on assignment.
There's no way an emergency services can be prompt, response rather can be prompt, except this member of the public understand what the emergency is and can call the appropriate agency to handle it. We still need more sensitization program as regards that when an emergency happens, people should not just wait and be recording what happened. Call ambulance as long as it is medical. Call ambulance, that is one. We are overcoming that. We are having good response. 2, when you call ambulance, you see ambulances going around, can you give them way, right of way at any point in time? Can you just don't block them? Because they may not even know. It may be your family member that they're going to rescue. So that's another challenge. Another challenge is when our staff get to scene of emergency. They are trained, well trained. When they get to scene of emergency, can you allow them to do the work professionally? People still interrupt with their work. People still display a lot of emotions. They want to beat them. Maybe they call them. They expect that they ought to have come. Our response time start counting from the time an ambulance is dispatched, not when you call us. It depends on so many factors, network, telecommunication network and things like that. Like if you call the control room now, the control room picks it. Our response time starts to count from the time the control room contacts the nearest ambulance to the scene. So sometimes the network will not allow the communication to be smooth. So when they see our staff coming, sometimes they want to attack them, they want to beat them. We have called you since 10 minutes ago, you are just coming in, doing blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they want to teach them how to do the work. Somebody that doesn't really know anything about medical emergency, they want to teach them how to do it. They don't allow them to triage. There's something we call triage. Triage is sorting. When you have a lot of patients on ground, maybe from road traffic accident or from any other source of medical emergency, you attend to them based on how critical their condition is.
He speaks on the dream of the service and also commended the state governor for taking interest in all ambulance.
Sustainability is the major problem we have. This administration will come cancel these programs, but in this case, the present administration has done wonderfully well sustaining this program. Our response time is better. Before, there was no clear-cut response time. There was no calculation of response. We deliberately make sure that we calculate our response time per rescue mission. Our response time is calculated. And training under this tenure is much better. We've organized 3 trainings. The agency is more professional now. More professional. Transparency, accountability, all those ones you can see. There is record of everything we do now. Unlike before, there was no record of event before. There's record of everything we do now. Every of our operations in a month has a record. We have better trained and now all the equipment are there. Every equipment for basic life saving. There's no any of our ambulances that does not have oxygen. None. No matter how remotely placed it is. Yeah. So, and we have regular funding, and the governor pays special attention to ambulance. Special attention. He doesn't joke with it. So those are the difference.
Thank you very much.
And the masses can testify to all this in terms of our response time, in terms of the quality of the services we render now.
That's our package for today. Join us next Sunday, same time, for another edition of Osun in Progress. On behalf of the coordinator, who doubles as the State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation, Funke Egbemade, and the entire production crew, my name is Rafiu Hamid saying, do have a great week ahead.